Hello, Grace Baptist Church. I trust that you are all doing well. And I want to share another devotion with you from the Word of God. And this will really be a help to us, as the Word of God always is, if we'll yield to the Lord. Psalm 144, and actually verses 9 and 10, and another couple of verses after that. But verse 9 says this: I will sing a new song unto thee, O God. Upon a psaltery and an instrument of 10 strings will I sing praises unto thee. It is he that giveth salvation unto kings, who delivereth David his servants from the hurtful sword. And we see the psalmist trust in the Lord. But also verse 15, happy is that people that is in such a case. I want us to, we're going to consider that in a couple of minutes here. What case? What is the case we find ourselves in? Happy is that people whose God is the Lord. Now, if you've been paying attention through the Psalms here, and if you read, especially at the end, you'll see there's a shift. A shift takes place in Psalm 144. Now, there's not much left to the Psalms. There's only a few left. But the tone and tenor of the rest of the Psalms is the same. It's one of great victory. It is a tone of trusting in the Lord. It dominates the rest of it. I like the way one author put it, that David takes his stand on the highlands of faith. That's a great line, the highlands of faith. A song that some of us would remember singing about higher ground, asking the Lord to place our feet on higher ground. It is like that. It's the tablelands of heaven. It's rejoicing in the Lord for what he has done for us. It is like a doxology of praise that we see here. And it is beautiful. He says, I will sing a new song. I will sing a new song. And this is something I've had to learn through experience with the Lord. Maybe you've learned it. If not, if you stay with the Lord, if you follow the Lord, this will come about in your life as well. And that is, there'll be times in your life where a new work of God will create a new song in your heart. And by that, I don't mean that you have new lyrics that you would sing, although that might be the case. But it's the fact of God renewing a joy in your heart. It's making the wonderful psalms themselves perhaps come alive to you. And God often does this through and by troubles in our life if we'll trust in him. But it is beautiful when we see, I will sing a new song unto thee, O God. And I have seen that with friends of mine who they were away from the Lord, and they came back. God did a work, and they had this new song in their heart. It creates and deserves that new song, if you will. In fact, I think it was Spurgeon who, about Psalm 144, talked about a fresh enthusiasm for the Lord, which is important. And then those words, happy is that people that is in such a case. Those are great words. Happy is that people. Happy is the kind of person, happy is that person who finds themselves in such a case. What case? In fact, when we speak, sometimes we say the words, in that case, right? If that's the situation, in that case, what situation? The situation of blessing, the case of blessing. Read all of Psalm 144. Read all of the Psalms. Happy is the man, right? Happy is that person. And, for God's people to not be happy, at least generally. Now, we're never going to always be happy because we're just sinful flesh, okay? And things happen. And to be quite honest, there's some things that happen in life that aren't really happy moments. But generally, we should be a happy people because of what the Lord has done to us. And let me express it this way. If we're not generally happy, what we're expressing is that God is not generally good and that God has not blessed us. That's something to think about. Now, back to those words by Spurgeon where he talked about a fresh enthusiasm. I'd like to encourage you to listen to a sermon that would be on our church's page about enthusiasm for God. That was preached on October 3rd, 2021. That would be good for you to hear if you have not. And the question I would ask here, Are you enthusiastic about God? Are you excited about what He is doing in your life and in your heart today? Psalm 145:1, the psalmist said, I will extol thee, my God, which means to lift God, O King. And I will bless thy name forever and ever. Every day will I bless thee, and I will praise thy name forever and ever. Why? Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, and His greatness is unsearchable. Unsearchable. Sing a new song. If you are heartbroken today, trust the Lord that He'll give you a new song. If you're discouraged today, trust the Lord that He will encourage you. In fact, I know He will if you can continue to follow Him and stay in the Lord's Word and be faithful. Thank you, and God bless you.